Welcome to the HFY Tales channel. Remember to like and subscribe if you like the story. Enjoy and take care.
Ariana Voss had always been the kind of person who embraced life with open arms. Before the accident a decade ago, she had dreams of exploring the world, climbing mountains, and making a name for herself in the heart of the bustling metropolis known as New Haven. But now, at the age of 30, she found herself confined to a wheelchair, her body a stark reminder of the day everything had changed. The world around her seemed to race forward, while she remained stagnant, a spectator in her own life. Heartache came in waves, washing over her whenever she recalled the vibrant woman she once was, the gleeful laughter, the exhilarating rush of physical freedom. Instead, loneliness often filled the void, tangled intricately with her desire for a change. Yet, Ariana refused to let despair define her. She had become a master at finding hope in small moments, a sunny day, a good book, or even the smiles of her loyal friend Owen. Today was no different. In fact, it was charged with excitement. The annual Technology Expo was in full swing at the New Haven Convention Center, promising innovations that could hold the key to new possibilities. As she wheeled herself through the bustling crowd, the cacophony of voices and buzzing energy filled her with anticipation. Bright displays showcased cutting-edge inventions, but it was the one at the far end that made her heart race. A booth dedicated to alien technology, specifically the healing arts. Ariana's breath caught in her throat as she approached the colorful setup where futuristic devices hummed quietly. A mix of awe and skepticism bubbled within her. Was it possible that these beings from beyond the stars could truly help her? "Oh, and look at this," Ariana called out, motioning to her friend, who was fascinated by a holographic display depicting the anatomy of various alien species. Owen grinned, catching up. "It's incredible. Just think of all the possibilities. You could walk again." "I'd settle for feeling my own legs," Ariana replied, her heart racing with a mix of hope and fear. Would she be brave enough to seek help from an alien? Suddenly, she felt a presence beside her. Ariana looked up to see a tall figure with striking features, a blend of grace and strength. His skin gleamed with an ethereal glow, and his violet eyes sparkled with curiosity. "Welcome, Earthling," he spoke, his voice soothing yet powerful. "I am Kalen Varix, a healer from the galaxy of Zeloria. I sense that you seek more than just technology." Ariana's heart skipped a beat. A strange warmth washed over her, as if Kalen Varix could see inside her soul. "I've been trapped in this wheelchair for 10 years. I want to move again." Kalen Varix held her gaze, the intensity of his eyes drawing her in. "Your spirit yearns for freedom. If you are willing to embrace the unknown, I can help you reclaim your body and spirit." Ariana's pulse raced. Acceptance danced at the edge of her heart, battling against fear. She glanced at Owen, who nodded encouragingly. Taking a deep breath, Ariana replied, "What do I have to do?" The pressing weight of Ariana's decision hung in the air, charged with a mix of hope and uncertainty. With each tick of her heart, she felt the magnitude of what she was about to undertake. Kalen Varix, with his otherworldly presence, seemed to read the emotions dancing in her eyes. 3D holograms and data can only show so much," he said, gesturing towards the shimmering displays around him. "But true healing requires a connection, one that goes far beyond the physical." Ariana swallowed hard. "A connection?" Kalen Varix nodded, his violet eyes glowing gently. "Yes. To heal, you must be open to new experiences and trust in the process. It can be daunting, but it also holds the promise of liberation." Owen, standing nearby, spoke up. "Ariana, this could be your chance. What have you got to lose?" His voice was steady, infusing Ariana with a surge of courage. Taking a deep breath, she turned back to Kalen Varix. "I want to try. I want to feel alive again." "Then follow me," he said, extending a hand toward a series of sleek devices set up behind the booth. "We'll begin the first phase of the healing ritual." Ariana wheeled herself closer, her heart pounding. The atmosphere shifted as she moved into the area behind the booth. It felt as if she had crossed a threshold into another world. The air was charged with energy, The lights dimmed with a mysterious luminescence. Kalen Varix activated a device that pulsed with soft blue light. This is a biomatrix, an instrument that bridges the gap between your essence and the healing energy of my kind. His voice was calm, filled with confidence. For the first part of the process, I need you to focus on your desire to heal. As Kalen Varix adjusted the settings, a wave of ethereal light enveloped her. Ariana closed her eyes, the warmth curling around her like a soft embrace. She felt the energy surging, an inexplicable connection drawing her closer to Kalen Varix and to something greater within herself. Breathe deeply, he instructed. Imagine your legs strong and vibrant. Feel them moving, dancing, running. See yourself not as you are, but as you wish to become. Images flooded her mind, scenes of running through green fields, laughter rolling off her tongue, the wind teasing her hair. Each visualization brought with it a surge of hope, igniting her spirit into action. Yet beneath that hope lay a deeper fear, weighing her down, the uncertainty of whether she would ever regain what she had lost. Kalen Varix stepped closer, his presence grounding her as she navigated the tides of emotions. Do not fight the fear, Ariana. Embrace it. It is part of your journey. When she opened her eyes, he was watching her intently, his gaze unwavering. You are braver than you realize. Before Ariana could respond, the machine hummed, and lights flared to life, enveloping her in cascading waves of colors. She felt herself being pulled into the warmth and gravity of the moment, her spirit reaching out toward Kalen Varix's essence. There was something intimate about the connection, the sensation of being seen, truly seen, beyond her surface. With a sudden rush, energy surged through the air, interweaving with her own, sparking a timeline of memories, joy, sorrow, triumphs, and battles fought. It was as if each thread of her existence was aligning, dancing in tune with the alien frequency surrounding her. Ariana. Owen's voice milled in the background, but it felt distant, muffled against the overwhelming sensations. Kalen Varix placed his hand over hers. Feel it, embrace it. Your body is capable of incredible things. The warmth radiating from his touch ignited new paths of energy. And for a moment, Ariana believed. Then a shock ran through her body. She gasped, and the world spun, her mind scrambling to process the sensations evolving within her. Was she breaking through? Or was this just another cruel trick her body was playing? Suddenly, a wave of panic threatened to drown her. I feel strange. Kalen Varix's grip tightened, an anchoring point amidst the chaos. Stay with me. Focus on your inner strength, your desire to heal. Torn between fear and hope, Ariana closed her eyes again, reminding herself of the warmth of the sun on her skin, the laughter of friends, and the dream still flickering in her heart. She had come too far to retreat now. As the shimmering light surged around her, Ariana focused on Kalen Varix's calming presence. Beneath the haze of confusion, she could sense something shifting within her, like a flower beginning to unfurl in the warmth of spring. Energy spiraled through her limbs, weaving into the fabric of her being. Kalen, what's happening? She gasped, struggling to keep her panic at bay. Your essence is integrating with the biomatrix, he replied, voice steady and soothing. Just let go. Your body is responding to the healing frequencies. Trust in the process. Ariana felt a momentary surge of panic, but she fought against it. Instead of resistance, she pressed on with her determination. She envisioned her legs, the muscle, the bone, the ability to move, and in doing so, the pain of years of confinement began to ebb away, replaced by waves of something warm and electric. With every breath, Ariana saturated herself with the sensations of possibilities. It was almost euphoric. What was once a prison now felt like an expansive canvas. She concentrated on the memories, days spent running freely in the sun, the sensation of grass beneath her feet, the pure joy of motion. The pulsing light brightened, constricting and expanding with rhythmic precision. Suddenly, Ariana felt a jolt of foreign sensation surge through her legs. The panic threatened to return, but Kalen Varix's voice anchored her once more. Focus, Ariana. Breathe and visualize. What do you feel? They tingle, she stammered, barely able to contain the breadth of her emotions. Good. Embrace it. Let the energy guide you, Kalen Varix encouraged. His voice, both commanding and gentle, resonated through the space, creating a protective bubble around them. The tingling morphed into something deeper, a warmth rising from her core, branching out to her legs like soft tendrils of energy. For a brief second, Ariana felt a flicker of mobility. It was subtle, but it was there. I think I can feel them, she exclaimed, renewed hope igniting her spirit. I can feel my legs again. Yes, you're doing beautifully, Kalen Varix replied, his violet eyes glowing with approval. Now keep that focus. Visualize standing. Visualize walking. As the healing process continued, Ariana's thoughts drifted to her life before the accident. The freedom, the ambition, and the insatiable hunger to embrace every moment. With each memory, she forced herself deeper into the connection, willing her body to respond. The hum of the biomatrix intensified, vibrating in sync with her heartbeat. Suddenly, the tingling sensation transformed into a powerful surge, a rush that filled her with an exhilarating bliss. For the first time in years, she felt the outline of her legs as though they were awakening from a long slumber. Then came a wave of pain, a sharp reminder of the battle that lay ahead. A gasp escaped her lips as she felt the distance between her aspiration and reality stretch into a chasm. Kalen Varix sensed her struggle and guided her. Ariana, pain is a natural part of healing. It means your body is reawakening. Don't shy away from it. Embrace the sensation and channel it into strength. With renewed determination, she took his words to heart. She envisioned herself stronger, empowered, bursting through the constraints that once confined her. I can do this, she whispered to herself. The light enveloped her once more, surging through her with a sense of urgency. Thoughts of doubt washed away, replaced by the weightiness of possibility. Slowly, she felt her legs responding, as if guided by an unseen force. Her toes wiggled slightly, a movement so small yet monumental in its significance. Overwhelmed by emotion, tears streamed down her cheeks. I'm moving, she gasped, laughter mingling with her newfound sobs. I can feel them. Yes, keep it going, Ariana. Kalen Varix cheered, his excitement palpable in the charged air around them. She focused harder, pushing through the pain and allowing the energy to spread throughout her entire body. With it came a deep awareness, a connection not only to her own spirit but to Kalen Varix and the very essence of healing itself. They were intertwined in this moment, two beings from different worlds sharing a purpose. Stand with me, Ariana, Kalen Varix encouraged, and the intensity in his voice cut through her reverie. Summoning all her strength, she concentrated on rising from her wheelchair. With Kalen Varix by her side, she slowly shifted her weight forward. It was hard, every muscle within her rebelling against the sudden exertion. But she didn't give in. Hope fueled her ambition, and she could almost taste the freedom calling to her. Then came the moment, the flicker of balance. The sensation of her feet touching the ground grounded her in reality. Ariana's breath hitched as she took a tentative step forward. I'm standing, she shouted, exhilaration flooding through her. Kalen Varix's pride shone brightly. Yes, now take another step. Pulsing with adrenaline, Ariana took another, then another, each footfall marking her rebirth. For every feeling of doubt, there was an equal surge of courage. Muscles twitched, nerves fired, and for the first time in years, Ariana Voss was becoming whole again. As Ariana stood precariously balanced, a whirlwind of emotions enveloped her, joy, disbelief, and awe intertwined like the very light that had guided her transformation. She focused intently on Kalen Varix, his violet eyes sparkling with encouragement and pride. Take your time. Remember, it is about the journey, Kalen Varix urged as he stood beside her, stabilizing her with a gentle touch on her shoulder. You are finding your footing, literally and figuratively. Ariana took a calming breath, feeling grounded within the moment despite the stitches of fear still tugging at the edges of her resolve. I can do this, she repeated, bolstered by the confidence shining in his gaze. With every step, the sensation of movement felt both exhilarating and foreign. Her legs quivered beneath her weight, but she pressed on, moment by moment, becoming more sure of her balance. A rush of adrenaline flooded her senses as memories ignited. Running through fields, dancing at summer festivals, the rhythm of life beating in tune to her heart. Remember those moments. Let them fuel your strength, Kalen Varric said, his voice resounding as a guiding beacon amidst the chaos of her burgeoning excitement. Okay, I can do this, she replied, steadying herself. With her newfound resolve, Ariana took another step, and another, gradually building momentum like a gust of wind gaining strength. The tremor in her legs began to subside, and she smiled, exhilarated by the sheer reality of moving under her own power once more. But just as triumph began to take root, a jolt of pain stung through her legs. It was sharper than before, reminder of the years spent in stillness. Panic seized her again as she fought against the wave of discomfort crashing over her. Ariana, Owen's voice called out, breaking through her focus like a bell tolling deep within her consciousness. You've got this. You're almost there. Kalen Varric's voice wove into the fabric of her awareness, calming yet firm. Embrace the pain. It signifies change. You are reclaiming your body. Do not shy away from it. Tears sprang to her eyes, blurring the vision of the challenge laid before her. But instead of succumbing, she channeled her determination. I'm not giving up, she shouted defiantly, willing herself to push through the discomfort. With a renewed surge of energy, Ariana pressed forward. She focused on the warmth spreading through her legs, igniting a fire within. One step turned into two, then three. Each stride echoed with the heartbeat of her past, the laughter of friends, spontaneous adventures, and the unyielding spirit of life. Then, as if the universe were conspiring to uplift her, Ariana felt the pain begin to dissipate, replaced by an electric pulse of vitality she thought she'd lost forever. I'm walking. Ariana laughed, her joy sparking a fusion of hope and incredulity. I'm really walking. Yes, Ariana. More. Kalen Varric elevated her spirits further. Gratitude welled within her chest, glistening like the sunlight breaking through morning clouds. She glanced at Owen, who grinned broadly, his eyes shimmering with pride. They stood apart, witnesses to this incredible transformation. Ariana took another step, each movement becoming steadier and more confident, until she felt the exhilarating thrill of freedom surge through her veins. With every stride, her laughter grew louder, filling the space like a jovial symphony. She was alive and present, breaking the chains that had confined her for so long. And then space and time seemed to melt away, and in a heartbeat, the room fell silent. A new realization washed over her, a profound connection to Kalen Varric and the unique healing they'd shared. Without thinking, she reached out and took his hand, cherishing the warmth that radiated between them. Thank you, Kalen Varric. Thank you for believing in me, she breathed. Kalen Varric squeezed her hand, a knowing smile gracing his lips, his voice reverberating through the space. The strength was always within you, Ariana. I merely facilitated its awakening. But just as she reveled in their connection, a flicker of darkness loomed in the periphery of her excitement. As the connection between them pulsed with energy, Ariana caught sight of something behind Kalen Varric, a shadow darting through the backdrop of the expo, sensations of urgency tinged with danger. Her heart raced. Wait, what was that? Kalen Varric turned, his expression shifting into one of alertness. Something is amiss. Suddenly, the atmosphere around them shifted, tension slicing through the air like a knife. Ariana felt the urge to retreat, to pull away from the uncertainty that had abruptly pierced her moment of triumph. Yet another sensation sparked inside her, resilience. She wasn't done yet. She was not only conquering her physical limitations, she was ready to face whatever challenge lay ahead. She turned toward Kalen Varric, determination alight in her gaze. Whatever it is, I can handle it. As the tension in the air thickened, Ariana felt an undeniable shift within herself. She was transformed, her legs strong beneath her, mind sharpened, and spirit determined. Whatever danger lurked at the expo, she could face it, especially with Kalen Varix by her side. "Stay close to me," Kalen Varix said, his voice low, but a spark of authority underlined his tone. "We must assess the situation." Ariana nodded, and with every step she took beside him, she began to realize that she wasn't just walking. She was forging a deeper connection, a bond that transcended the physical realm, rooted in their shared experiences and mutual healing. As they moved through the crowd, the air hummed with tension, yet she felt a sense of unity with Kalen Varix, as if they were woven from the same fabric of existence. "Your progress is remarkable," he remarked, a proud smile breaking through the tension. "You are strong, Ariana, and your spirit has awakened." A rush of warmth filled her, igniting a deeper awareness of what lay between them. "I couldn't have done this without you, Kalen Varix," she replied, the gratitude spilling forth as if to bridge the gap between worlds. But something unspoken pulsed in the air, a yearning, one that transcended gratitude and blossomed into desire. The moments they spent together had ignited more than just healing. They had explored each other's souls, unearthing emotions deeper than either had anticipated. "Do you feel it?" Ariana asked, her voice tumbling out with a mix of awe and excitement as they slipped into a quieter corner of the expo. "The energy between us." "Indeed," Kalen Varix responded, stepping closer, his eyes shimmering with intensity. "The bond we share is powerful. It reflects the very essence of mating, an intertwining of spirits, emotions, and bodies." "Mating?" Ariana's heart raced, the word reverberating through her, stirring something primal within. "On my world, mating represents not just physical union but the merging of lives through trust and understanding," he explained, the warmth in his gaze deepening. "I wish to share this connection with you if you are willing." Elation surged within her. The idea of becoming one with him felt right. "I want that," she breathed, her heart pounding as a wave of vulnerability washed over her. "I want to share this journey with you." Kalen Varix's expression softened, his hand reaching out to cup her face. "Then let us embrace it." In that quiet moment, with the chaos of the expo fading away around them, Ariana felt the universe contract until it was just the two of them. Two souls drawn together by fate. With their hearts aligned, they leaned into one another, their lips brushing softly. A surge of energy enveloped them as their lips met, an intoxicating mix of warmth, tingling vitality, and overwhelming connection. It felt like a dance of shimmering light, igniting their spirits into a fusion that transcended the physical world. As they shared the kiss, Ariana could feel not only the warmth of Kalen Varix's body, but their souls intertwining, mingling into a tapestry of emotions. She was not just healing, she was bonding, welcoming the exhilarating fullness of their shared existence. With one final sweep of their mouths, they broke apart, laughter bubbling between them as the enormity of the moment settled in. "Let this be the beginning of our journey," Kalen Varix said fervently, his hand holding hers securely. "Together, we will face what comes, united in our strength." "Yes," Ariana replied, determination lighting her features. "Together." As Ariana and Kalen Varix stood together in the aftermath of their kiss, the world around them faded into the background. The chaos of the expo changed its resonance, a buzzing symphony drowned in an undercurrent of shared essence and renewed purpose. "What comes next?" Ariana asked, her voice laced with equal parts excitement and trepidation. Kalen Varix took a step closer, the intensity in his eyes pressing against her. "In our culture, mating signifies the merging of lives and destinies, an interweaving of journeys that light the path ahead. It is as much a spiritual bond as it is physical." Ariana felt a thrill at his words, her heart racing at the prospect of embracing this profound union. "What do we need to do?" "Join me," he said, extending his hand in invitation, leading her toward a secluded area within the expo where the alien technology shimmered under soft, bioluminescent lights. "This space will amplify our connection." Together, they stepped into the warm glow, the ambience wrapping around them like a soft embrace. Kalen Varix gestured to a circular platform at the center, arcane symbols etched into its surface. This will be our sanctuary, the place where we consummate our bond. Ariana's pulse quickened, the air crackling with excitement. I'm ready, she whispered, stepping onto the platform. Kalen Varix followed, positioning himself opposite her. The ritual will require unwavering trust and openness, he said, his voice steady and resonant. Share your heart, and in turn, I will share mine. As they stood mere inches apart, the world below them faded, and Ariana felt as if they were suspended in time. She reached out, grasping Kalen Varix's hands, feeling the warmth transfer between them, an unspoken promise of unity. With their fingers intertwined, sweet energy flowed from their connection, engulfing them in divine light. Ariana closed her eyes, inhaling deeply as images danced behind her eyelids, visions of their lives intertwining, laughter and adventure, love and healing. It was a tapestry of their essence, woven together through time and space. Let it flow, Kalen Varix encouraged gently. Allow your spirit to embrace me. Let our energies converge. Ariana smiled as her heart swelled with warmth. She could feel the surge of vitality emanating from him, pulling her closer, urging her to let go. With every breath, she unraveled deeper into their shared bond, surrendering to the palpable energy that pulsed in harmonious rhythm. Then, as if drawn by an invisible force, they stepped closer, hearts beating in sync. Their energy collided, sparking a cascade of vivid colors around them as they leaned into one another, their lips meeting again, a kiss strong with promise, deep with intent. At that moment, a rush of sensations surged through Ariana, invigoration intertwining with a sense of belonging. Their spirits connected in ways that transcended language and understanding, merging to form a tapestry of shared experiences, dreams, and unbreakable bonds. As they pulled away slightly, Ariana's eyes widened, revelations unraveling. She realized that this was not just about physicality. Their union was about hope, healing from the past, and embracing future adventures together. I feel complete, Ariana whispered, breathless as radiance enveloped them. Like all my pieces have finally found their place. That is the beauty of mating, Kalen Varix replied tenderly. We are stronger together, our powers multiplied. Together, they stood on the precipice of a new beginning, a journey weaved of trust, love, and possibilities. With a sense of wonder igniting their hearts, they knew that whatever awaited them beyond that very moment, they would face it united, intertwined, forever changed. Ariana Voss was no longer a woman confined by her wheelchair. She was a being of strength, free from limitations, ready to embrace life and the vastness of the universe with her beloved Kalen Varix by her side.